There we are. We are live. Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, it's been so long, Doug.
It has been so long.
So good to have you back.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. We have a whole lot of people here. Oh, this is so great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll don't let me steal the show. This is your writing sprint today. I'll let you run the intro.
I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing my voice at this point. They've been stuck with me all
Absolutely not.
week. So
NJ already said, "Hey, Robert."
hey, NJ.
Hi, Valentine. Hi, NJ.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Bon asked, "Where's our fearless leader?" Today we have two fearless leaders.
Double the fearlessness.
Exactly.
Okay, we are doing 3 20-minute writing sprints today, the usual.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, how's your writing going?
It's really fun, actually. I know you've been out. I don't know if you remember that I changed stories on day 3 because
I remember.
I was stressing and struggling with that one. But this one's been flowing really well, and I've really been enjoying it. So
Good. We have our 60-day challenge in an hour and a half, so shortly after our third sprint. And one of the things that we're going to talk about is catching up if you're behind, because as Jane pointed out, I've been at the beach. My brother got married in sunny Jamaica. And I had such high hopes of writing every day and hitting my 1667 goal. I even got ahead before I left. Well, I did not do a lot of writing. So one of our topics of discussion will be catching up if you're behind. But that's why you see two of our faces today, because I just need this accountability. I need to get some words written.
Doug's just here to write.
Okay.
Yesterday in our chat, I mentioned, I don't know if we have the person here who was someone asked a question about magic systems, and I couldn't find the link because I realized it was an unlisted link on YouTube because it was one of our secret workshops, but I'll share it with you guys. So I will post that right now for whoever was looking for the magic system workshop, because Doug did an awesome job there. It's world building. It's world building in general, but it was a discussion of world building, and
we do have a magic system specific one that I need now that I'm back from vacation. I just need to get up. So, you get world building today, you get magic system tomorrow if you show up. Or if you rewatch the video after the live chat's processed, you know the secret now.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right. We are at a minute out, so I'm going to share my screen.
Excellent. That was going to be my question, because I'm writing a pretty bleak scene right now. NJ, we do have a article on combining technology and magic, and another article on science fantasy that after this sprint I can get you the links for.
Yeah, and Jacob brought up a good point. So throughout the rest of the year, we have these kind of workshops for premium subscribers of Dabble, and so that's why it was hidden, why you can't just find it on our YouTube channel. So we do these things regularly throughout each month, and the premium crowd gets to kind of ask for what workshops they'd like next and that kind of thing. So
all right, it looks like we're starting, I think.
Yes, starting shortly. Good luck, everyone. We'll catch you on the flip side. I'll post the link for the word sprints in case you missed it first time. So.
Righty. Success.
How do we
B.
do, everybody?
Well, not as well as B here did.
That's crazy.
I can tell you that.
I don't
Correct me if
think.
I'm.
I don't think even if I was like just typing nonsense words, if I could write that quickly.
I think if I remember correctly, B dictates, but I might be wrong about that. But some very successful numbers come in. Yeah,
Nice.
see, okay, I don't type. There we go. Oh, makes a lot more sense.
It's the fingers that are slowing me down.
Physical limitation of the digits.
Dang it.
Yeah, I got 708 words there, which was great.
I got 469, so happy with that.
I had this instance that when I wrote it, I'm like, ooh, let's talk about this during our break. Where I'm writing about my antagonist, and
Okay.
she has, to put it in like the most appropriate terms I can, she has metal fused into her body. She's a monster, right? She's not a person, she's a monster.
Okay.
And I didn't want, and like a mask as well, a mask on her face. And I didn't want to just describe her, just like exposition describing how she looks. It's important how she looks, is key to her character development and her past, but I don't just want to drop that. So what I ended up doing in this that I wasn't expecting was that this person, this gang leader, comes up and wants to make a deal with her. And I embrace that show don't tell, in that I described his reaction to seeing the different things that are, scary about her. So I described how he trembled, and quickened his breath, or whatever it was I said, as he saw the mask and the very limited features of the mask. And like, I really like that came out naturally, because it is a lot more showing than telling, which is something I always aim for.
Very nice. That's fun.
Yeah.
Sophia Ruiz. How long are the breaks? They are 5 minutes in between. I put in the link for sprint number 2, and we've got 2.5 minutes. So
I saw someone point out that there is a delay between, when the timer starts and when they see it start on the screen here. It varies based on what your internet's like. For me, I think it's like a 7-second delay. Generally, some people can be up to a minute though. So just something to keep in mind.
Yeah. So when we say let's get started, your timer might be already ahead of us.
Yeah. Medfit here is writing a new opening scene for chapter 1. A little scary. Opening scenes are tough. They are not easy to write.
Yeah, they are definitely. There's also sometimes more pressure around it because you want to nail it, and so that sometimes slows me down. But you got this. You got this, Medfit Culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my characters are currently tumbling through a sky of acid clouds on Venus. So their transport got shot down. It's really not going well for them right now. So
no, that doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah, it's a fun situation for me to write, though.
Brittany says here, I admire all you fantasy writers out there. Brittany, what is it that you write? Okay, Bon here, I think this is who pointed out the minute delay before. Refreshed YouTube to get closer to the 7 to 10 second delay. That's good. I mean, it stinks that you have to refresh the page, but that's just the limitations of the internet, unfortunately.
Yeah, Harlow says, been blasting through dialogue, but it's hard to incorporate actions into it. I would say that is totally fair. We discussed this, I think, yesterday. I don't know. I've been doing so many events, but where I think, especially if you're, as you kind of figure out your process, you might find that dialogue just comes more naturally to you. And especially in a first draft process, challenge yourself, but don't let it like kill your progress, because you can add those details later in the editing phase. So
yeah, we're gonna be doing a bunch of revisions. So
yeah,
all right, here we go. I have my countdown saying I got 4 seconds. So
all right, I'll
happy
see you on the
writing,
flip
everyone.
side. Good luck, everybody, and I'll post a link again here in case you missed it.
Oh, alrighty. There we have it. Another successful sprint.
How do we do, everyone? Feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
I'm having a great time. This is so fun.
Yeah. I got 651 words. A little slower that time, but it was good. I'm happy with what I wrote, which is nice.
Yeah, I got 460 that time. But this scene is so fun to write.
I'm now
having a great
moving away from my antagonist and getting more into my protagonist, the switch a scene, which is always tough for me in the middle of a writing sprint, transitioning scenes, because I always have to take a minute to be like, okay, what are my notes? What am I trying to accomplish here, and what does my character want? But I really only got 20 words into the next scene, so not that big a deal.
Yeah, I kind of just wrapped up. They're no longer tumbling through the sky. They're just stuck because their parachute is now tangled, so they're just dangling above the furnace that is Venus at this point. So,
All right.
so not as bad of a situation. Still really bad, but
Ashley here saying that you're writing a scene that's actually from your experience as a healthcare aide. You have a lot of passion for it. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I love when we can get really excited about a particular scene. Those are obviously the best ones to write. But yeah, very cool that you can draw on your own experience.
Jane says, no longer dissolving in a vat of acid.
Yeah, always nice. YR here saying, I can't believe how effective this method is to getting words down. Yeah, I love writing sprints. I also love doing other writing sessions outside of sprints, but I think for something like this, like the 60-day challenge or NaNoWriMo, you need something like this to just get those words out, because there's so many words to write.
Yeah, I totally agree. It really does help, especially when you're trying to write a draft fast.
Yeah.
Just having accountability, and then just having that timer ticking down, keeping you going.
Now, when it comes to, because we have 2.5 minutes till we start. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to writing outside of NaNoWriMo, I still incorporate writing sprints, even beyond the, Wednesday writing sprints that we always do. I still incorporate that into my routine, but I also take some time to write a bit slower some days, or be more mindful about particular details in some scenes that I know are important.
Totally.
Yeah, outside of this challenge, it's all about finding that perfect balance. But for some people, I know a lot of authors that just do like the Pomodoro method and writing sprints, and they do that through the whole first draft.
Yeah, Jane makes a good point here. So the sprints really kick my inner editor to the curb. And
now, sorry, I don't know if Jacob's still in the chat, but correct me if I'm wrong. We now spell check is by default turned off in Dabble. Am I wrong in that?
I don't know if it's off by default, but I know you can toggle it off.
Oh, yeah,
very easily. Aha, Jacob is here in chat.
He heard his names. No, he actually wasn't here. He's just his ears started burning. Came running back.
Like, wait a minute. But yeah, I also wanted to highlight this with NJ. I went back and added more dialogue, and it made me discover some things about my characters. Pretty cool.
Awesome. Great
Very
job.
fun.
Okay. We have one more sprint in us, right? Are you listening to anything while you type?
I'm not. I'm just a madman.
Oh, and I want to highlight here. So spell check is off by default in Dabble. And that choice was made so that you could draft and then you can go back and edit so you aren't distracted while you're drafting. Something we want to turn off in word sprints too. So we're working on an update for that. And Corinne here, I find myself using many more placeholders today. I did that for a name in this scene. And dialogue about this or that. Yeah. I also did a week ago world building details.
Yeah.
Just moved on.
Yeah, I realized there was a lot of importance to like my safety cable. And I was like, I should probably give more details about this safety cable in chapter 1 so I can kind of foreshadow this event. But okay,
all right.
I will post the link one more time for the final sprint, in case you missed it. So you can hop in there, and we are getting started here soon. So good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone. There we go. 3 writing sprints done.
All right.
Crushed it, everybody.
Feels good.
Yeah. 624 words for myself.
I got 469, 460, and 462. So my pace is like
pretty consistent.
Pretty consistent today.
Yeah. I was 708, 651, 624. So I was getting slower. But I also find that by the third writing sprint, I am just, my brain is slower than during the first. Obviously, we've been working for an hour by that point with only 2 5-minute breaks. It's a lot of work.
Yes. But hope it was helpful for everyone.
Yeah.
Quick reminder, make sure you copy out your words from word sprints and put them into your project. They're only safe here for 24 hours. So if you joined us in here in word sprints, make sure you copy that out and put it in your project right now.
Let me do that. Excellent. We are done. Okay. I realized I actually have to take a second during that word sprint because I said I would drop some links in the chat about science, fantasy, and magic and sci-fi. And
yes.
I did not. So I have those pulled up right there. Some great reads. And I don't just say that because I wrote one of them. The other one, Abby wrote, so arguably a better read. But they are both very good and very informative. So hopefully those help. Beauty Heretic really needs to say perfect. We're happy that we could help.
Totally.
Kara will miss these when November is over.
We will be keeping going with regular writing sprints. We do writing sprint Wednesdays. But then, yeah, it really depends on how many people show up and what the demand is. So if you guys want more regular writing sprints here with the Dabble crew, then let us know. By popular demand, we might. I don't think we'll do every single weekday, but we could definitely keep them up with more frequency than once a week. So
I will happily go to bat to Jacob to say, hey, let's write more with our people. I am going to share one more link because coming up in 13 whole minutes, we have the next episode in our 60-day novel challenge weekly shows, where myself, Hank, and Josh will be discussing the second part of the second act, which is the midpoint, and the little bit that follows that, the second plot point, some people call it, which is the worst thing to happen to your protagonist just when they're getting their momentum, and then how they decide to go forward towards the climax after that. So we'll be discussing that. We'll be doing some Q&A, and it's always a good time. Let me just grab that link real quick. There we go.
Yeah, highly recommend that you join us for the next one.
I don't know if I want my guys spending all their time writing their novels. That's actually what you do want.
It's what the people want, Jacob.
Yeah.
It's what they demand.
You can't deny the people. All right. So we're gonna, I guess we'll call it here, because I need to refill my water before that show. But Robert, please send us out.
Yeah, of course. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you'll tune in about 12 minutes to get more fun chats with Doug, Josh, and Hank as they talk about their projects. And as Doug said, the meaty parts of your story that are coming up. So thanks for tuning in. We will be doing this again tomorrow, same time. So join us again then. And yeah, thanks as always. See you guys.
Bye, everyone.